once again. In today's lesson, I am going to show you finally how you're going to do massage on the plantar fascia in order to be able to help your plantar fascia to not be so tight, and then you will have to reduce that pain. So if you're ready, I am ready. Okay, right off the bat, I will just show you while I am sitting upright. It's up to you if you want to get something so you can lean back. You can lean back like this while you're doing the massage. It's not going to be like too straining on your back, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it like this. Just to make sure that you are going to see exactly what I am doing, okay? So, first thing, you just have to like, kind of like loosen up a little bit, okay? Now, you could use a different medium for this one. You could use either a regular lotion, whatever your preference is. You could also use a body oil, or you could use, it's called living freeze. Some would prefer biofreeze, or any ointment that you prefer. It may have eucalyptus or peppermint. Go right ahead, choose whatever you like. Or you can use a good old Vaseline. Okay, for this demonstration, I'm going to use the Stress Relief Bath and Body Lotion. Okay. Alright. So what you're gonna do first is you got to run through like an effleurage move, a little bit more like medium to deeper pressure. That runs through from the fascia, from the origin, all the way to its attachment. Alright. It really feels good. After that, you are going to go across the plantar fascia. A lot of movement and a lot of pressure is done through the thumb, the thumb part. And then the other fingers is just make sure that you do a counter push so you'll have enough deeper pressure. You'll have a deeper pressure onto the fascia itself. Actually, if you use the regular oil, it's just gonna be absorbed through the skin pretty fast, especially if you have dry skin. Better as well use the oil. Anyway, so after that, you're just gonna pull this toes towards up or towards the back part of the foot, and then you just have to scrape it up. Okay. Find a painful part of the foot, and then I'm gonna like go from deeper pressure, release it. Ouch, it's actually painful as you stretch the great toe. Okay, and then you could do that on all toes. Okay. Ouch. I can really feel my fascia very, very tight. That you can do, you can just do that all over again until you feel it's kind of like loosen up, okay? Now, in the clinic, we use a tool. We call it the myofascial release tool. It's like a metal thingy. It is kind of like expensive to buy that. So what you can do is you could use a spoon. It's so crazy. I just thought about it like now. It does really resembles a little bit of that. We call that Graston. The Graston that we use at the clinic. It's like to release those fascia when it's really, really tight. But you could use a spoon. Make sure that you don't reuse the spoon again to eat it out after you rub it on your food. If you just started to use this one is pretty much like to release. So use the convex part of the spoon. And depends on the tilting, how much tilt you use on the spoon, that's how much pressure you feel it as well. Okay, now it may be like too painful for some, so what you're gonna do is to just control how much you pull back these toes as you try to release that fascia. Ooh, what you're gonna feel is actually like some crunchy feeling. It's like you're eating something of those chips, and then it's like a micro crunchiness. That's what you feel, or like it's like bubbles bursting. Gradually just increase your tolerance to how much you pull those toes up as you release that fascia. Now if you are already getting better on that, you don't actually feel pain anymore or a little bit uncomfortable when you do that part, now you can switch it and turn the other way, because this could go a little bit deeper. It's like you're scraping it. Actually, oh my god, it is still like way too much for me. Ooh, but I will just try. I'll just hold up a little bit so you can see. You could go deeper if you like, but oh, it's just so painful for me. It is still like way too much for me. Ooh, but I will just try. I'll just hold up a little bit so you can see. You could go deeper if you like, but oh, it's just so painful for me. Oh, okay. So you could do that. I'll probably hold up a little bit here. Yeah, it's better. It's better when I just don't pull back my toes. You can use as well this side. I think this side is better tolerable, but it's kind of like hard to control with your hand. Ooh, there you go. I can feel it really crunchy. I don't know, the other term for you is crunchy or that, but you know what? Describe it when you actually do it yourself and you would know exactly what I mean. Okay, this is actually would make this fascia really loose. Yeah, it actually feels good now. Okay, you don't really feel that tightness. Then you could continue again to do that effleurage stroke. This time you just have to pull it towards the insertion. Okay. It's like the stroke is going up towards the heart. And then right. Now while you are doing that massage on the plantar fascia, you might as well just do some stretches as well while you're doing that. Okay. Stretch the Achilles tendon while you're doing that. Now, either you use that spoon or you use your hand, it doesn't matter. It really depends on how much you can tolerate. So when you do this one, when you dig that in, you could see that there's like a tight band in there. Sometimes you could go in and just do some play on that. This is actually painful. So be careful with this one. You could use your hand to do it like first, adjust how much you pull that thing on the back, I mean the toes in the back, or you could use the spoon as well to kind of like dig in a little bit and push it, toss it to the side. It feels better on me now. You might as well just do some toes circling. I'm not really a big fan of, you know, those people doing knuckles. They tend to like, I don't know what I call that term. It's like just making popping sound. I'm not really a big fan of that. So this, you could just kind of like tug it a little bit up and turn, circling, make it a little bit more loose. Now here on the great toe, you just do a little bit of, give like a little bit more mobility, a little bit of tug, and then just do micro up and down movement, okay? And then from here you could do in between the long bones here on the forefoot. Okay. All right. Then you could use all your fingers as well to kind of like almost like separate that fascia. Okay. It should be here. All right. Now here, you just have to do a tiny bit of push, you know, to kind of like reposition that the base of your great toe back into the midline. It's a long shot actually, especially for me because I have this for a very, very long time. But you know, might as well include it in your massage time. The idea really in here is that to loosen up everything that's being tight. Because I use my feet a lot. I work like all day in the clinic, up on my feet. So at the end of the day, when I lay down, I really like to do this to myself and work around so much on the great toe, which is what I have really my biggest problem. Okay, I think I've covered pretty much everything to what I do. This is pretty much just to massage in the plantar fascia and not the whole foot itself. And yeah, so that's all for the video today. If I've missed anything, you just let me know. I would be very glad to help you out. So I'm going. Bye.